Nityananda.
Nityananda.
My name is Manitya Krishnananda, and I have Ma.
I am Manitya Kodandyananda.
And today, welcome to our channel. And today, we both will be talking on Aushada, and we both are disciples of Swami Nityananda ji. And today, we wanted to share the most beautiful, the best and the most effective that Aushada process that Swamiji has brought into planet Earth that no other masters have ever brought. And we wanted to share our experiences and the making of it, and how Swamiji, like being an avatar, is only able to introduce something like this on planet Earth, which was in our Vedic science in the thousands of years ago, which was already there. And what basically Swamiji has done is revive the whole science of that were already in our Vedas. And so Ma would love to share a little bit more about Aushada, and thank you, Ma.
Yeah, thank you. So, some of you might have seen the Aushada events that have happened either here or online. They've been broadcast live where Swamiji is making the Aushada. And he's taking different herbs, different substances, grinding them, mixing them together. And there's a couple different kinds of Aushada. Like
Yes.
we had the one where it was just the leaves
Just
folded
the
up.
leaves, yes.
Yeah.
And there's some just the powders like the haritaki, the turmeric, the vibhuti, and like he has all these measurements and different potions that the siddhas used to make those ancient years. And Sadashiva himself has used to do that, and while he used to do that in Kailasha, Nandi was the person actually helping him out with that. So it was, yes, according to Swamiji's
Yeah.
sharing, yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, they come in different forms. Either you could inhale some of them, you take intake with the food, or even applying it on your body, like on your forehead, your temple, and on your underneath your navel center, where the your being level, where your being is the fear chakra. And just with that, your whole thought current just changes. Like no medicine, and no like going through any of that, like psychology things, and all that, like who needs what level of dose, this thing, that thing. It's all natural, and nowhere in this world at this very time you'll find like an enlightened masters, and especially Swamiji being an avatar with with such a that science from the Vedic tradition.
Yeah.
And the people that are experiencing it, like
Yeah.
you may hear about this organization, that organization doing this, like this brand name, and this cream, the
Right, right.
Patanjali product,
Yeah, yeah. All
the
the
Ramdev Babaji,
yeah.
all those kind of products I've seen, but I have not seen any enlightened masters, any gurus uh, that has been that openly, in a
Yeah.
massive way
Yeah.
of bringing it into this
Yeah.
planet Earth.
Yeah, not just for the physical health, like
Yes.
the ones that work with Ayurveda, but for, spiritual and mental and emotional health as well, because Aushada just works on all those
Anything,
levels.
anybody, like the whole thought current, like that being is transformed into a new being, like how, like a new what I would say, like a new software or hardware is just been replaced. That's all. Like the whole thought current changes, like no matter what you have, like whatever your thought current is, and wherever you are,
Yeah.
and it just takes care of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
it really does.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
was beautiful sharing. I know you had some background on herbs that
Yes, yes. So in California, I trained as an herbalist,
oh,
and
okay.
so it's a very different tradition. But my herb teacher is a curandero, who is a traditional Hispanic, Latino herbal folk healer.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just the earth, but he also incorporates, other spiritual aspects. So I
Oh.
learned about this, the kind of like spiritual and energetic intelligence that herbs and plants have, and how to, have a spiritual connection with the herbs and plants themselves, and how to use that to, put together remedies for people when they're sick. And also, so many herbs have spiritual benefits as well. I don't know anything about the Indian tradition of it, but just seeing Swamiji do that, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
It's
I
really
just I
amazing.
just have a question with you.
Mhm.
Seeing somebody in Western world doing that,
Mhm.
and being here witnessing so many different aushadas that happen right in front
Mhm.
of your eye, like your naked eyes, like
Mhm.
you could literally see, like sitting in front of him and having him perform that. What do you think, Ma? Like, what is your view about that, and what can you share with the common world? Because a lot of people, times people believe I'm not from this Hindu
Mm.
tradition, and like, do I qualify to
Yeah.
use that, or even something that I don't believe and things like that. So what do you
Yeah.
think about that?
Well, plants are plants, like trees
Yes.
and shrubs and flowers and leaves, and they don't have our sort of like human social sense of separation and prejudice and things like that. So the plants themselves don't care. Like they don't care who we are or where we come from, as long as we are interacting with them, with respect, and with, respect to the tradition. I mean, these plants want to be handled in such a way that, this tradition of Aushada, that's how they want to be handled. That's how they want to be made into, these spiritual remedies. And as long as you are treating them with respect, towards the tradition and towards the plants themselves, I mean, they're plants, they just don't have a sense of the nationality like we do.
We do.
So, yeah.
So, but you've learned from your master and what Swamiji is like making here. But
Hmm.
how do you feel about that? How do you?
I'm just amazed, and I'm incredibly privileged
I
to
mean,
be a
what can you
part
share
of
with the
this.
world that you, especially we both are from the Western world,
Hmm.
and we've seen so much of these. Like and you especially work with herbs. I wanted to know
Yeah.
your opinion here.
Yeah, I have never seen anything like this in the Western world. That this is so unique, and this is so beyond what is, happening with, herbs and herbalism in the West. And it reminds me a lot of the old, like Renaissance tradition of alchemy. But this is this living tradition that has been passed on. It hasn't been forgotten and gone into like dusty old books. That this is a living tradition that is passed down. That Swamiji learned it from some guy at the temple, or I don't remember that whole story, but yeah, it's this Siddha medicine, and it's so alive.
It's
It's
like
so
it's
alive.
helping a lot of like thousands and thousands of people already, and as we see, we're gonna go along with this because this is the first time ever in the history of planet Earth
Hmm.
that a great avatar like Swamiji, our Guru Paramahamsa Sri Nityanand Swamiji, has appeared and he is Sadashiva himself, that has come down as a guru and to perform and make all this because of his love, his compassion, and caring for us, and
Mm.
the ultimate, like not the final, but to give us enlightenment. We have been crying for thousands and thousands and millions of years, seeking his help, and it is a great era that he came in this, in this time,
Yes.
in this form where we all are available, and we are able to live around him and share with the humanity, like what difference it has done to us, like how our thought
Yes.
currents, like totally we will be stuck in this thing, that thing, like
Yes.
low
Yes.
mood, high mood, hormone crashes, this thing,
Yeah.
that thing, but like living around and like applying those aushadas and doing the spiritual routines, and I mean everything that he has created around us is just like for one thing, his compassion, he's brought the science of aushada
Yes.
just to help humanity, so
Yes.
that millions and millions of us get transformed, and it is it is the pill. It is the only pill for enlightenment.
Yes,
That's, I mean,
it's such a
that's
powerful
exactly what it
tool.
is. It's such a, you know, super conscious breakthrough.
Yes,
The
yes.
Aushada itself gave us such a big breakthrough.
Yeah, it was such a like an upgrade
Yeah,
for all of
and
us.
yeah, I mean, the first day when he said and to make that, he said, I don't even know what to say because,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
like he
that.
shared, he said he was shy to even come and
Oh.
say that, you know what, like I'm preparing this for humanity and for enlightenment of people. But, when he spoke, everything spoke in his, like, his love spoke.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
cared. I mean, he, an avatar has to come in a human body and take everything. And like some of this process take hours and things like that. And where he has to sit for hours and do things. I mean, and prepare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
that
then
that
and
last
for
time,
some things
yeah.
he has to even prepare his body, go through
Yeah.
that. So much. Thank you, Swamiji, for
Yes.
so much for
Thank
bringing
you.
the science of Aushada in the planet Earth. And I know you have done it years. I mean, millions of years on. I mean, another frequency and with little amount of people. But this is just your love to the humanity that for the first time you have done
Yeah.
such a huge big thing for us that human being will not suffer like we have
Yes.
suffered in past years.
Yes.
So
Yes.
thank you,
Yes.
Swamiji,
Thank you,
so much.
Swamiji.
Our gratitude to you
Yeah.
and our respect to you. Thank you, Nityananda.
Nityananda.